What is up, gang? What the hell is up, gang? We're at the beautiful Powder Springs skate park today. I like to go to Kennesaw, but we're kind of stuck to this one right now. So I'm gonna tap in. As you can hear, the birds are chirping. I kind of want to tap back into the basics. I don't know if that's just me doing multiple front 180s on something, back 180s on something, trying to get back to some tricks that I've had in the past. Like, I got to a certain level of skating and a certain bag to where I started neglecting certain things, and I realized that was hindering me. So I kind of just want to, you know, retouch on some things that I feel like I could use some help on. Might even touch the bowl a little bit. I've been wanting to do some frontside airs and get better at those. Maybe even try to like do like a frontside flip. If I play my cards right, I could definitely get a frontside flip in the quarter. The most basic thing you can do on a quarter is a drop in, so I'm gonna try a drop in and then a switch drop in. Switch is kind of scary, but we'll see how the f it goes, I'm not gonna lie. For anyone who's like wanting to learn drop ins, bend your knees. You're kind of gonna be in this position on the board, leaning most of your weight over your front foot. Don't lean back, because if you lean back, that's when the board ends up doing one of those and you end up on your ass or your back or your elbow or your wrist, and you don't want that. I'd much rather fall forward onto my hands like a regular push-up or a burpee or whatever. You guys are gonna see me drop in switch. I'm not used to that, of course, but it's gonna help me relate to you guys. This is a scary feeling. I don't have the muscle memory for it anymore, but I just have the general understanding of how this trick should work. Fully commit, bend your knees, lean forward. You got this. Definitely get comfy riding around. Maybe go down some banks first, riding into some banks. Maybe even setting up like a fake drop in on a bank. Tail stall and then drop in to a bank. You don't want to go into this and then get all squirrely and squabbly once you're on the ground. I'm gonna do another switch drop in because that one felt pretty good. In my opinion, rock and rolls were easier when I first started out, and then now that I've rocked to fakies more solid, I'm not gonna lie, rock and roll is more tricky. But if you're kind of scared to come back in fakie, or you're scared of clipping, turning it out like a pivot is much more safe, because you're gonna be fully committing to that pivot and you're gonna lift your board over. You're gonna turn back in and you're gonna be regular and open to like run back in here, versus if you do clip backwards and you fall back in fakie, that's kind of sketch. We're gonna go back to the basics and get my rock and rolls back, because I have not done one in a really long time. I don't remember if I pressed record. Oh! I genuinely feel like if you're going for a rock to fakie or rock and roll, centering your board on the coping is like the best case scenario, and then just lean back on your pivot foot and fully commit to lifting up that nose. If you don't fully commit to lifting up that nose, you're gonna clip. That's where it's bad. I'd much rather you do it a little too much than not enough and be kind of screwed. Honestly, get used to that feeling of overlifting and coming back in fakie. It'll entirely wipe out that fear of hanging up. On top of this thing being really short, there's literally no run up to hit this. I don't even know why they built it like this. It'd be cool if they put a whole another quarter on that side, but they did not. That probably looked sketch as hell. As soon as you reach to put your board over the coping, swing your shoulders, lift your nose, and your hips will follow. Literally just commit to swinging your shoulders and lifting your nose by putting weight on your tail. We're gonna do an Ollie, so basically pop, rock, fakie. All right, next we're gonna move on to frontside disasters, but before I do that, I'm gonna do some fakie rocks and then some front airs in the big bowl. This is my tail, the one with the chip. I'm gonna be rolling up fakie, just getting my back trucks over and then coming back in the same way that I would do for a regular rock to fakie. I'm not standing switch or anything. I'm standing still fakie. Just my toes are kind of touching my nose. Not really like I'm fully on it, but just my toes. That way I get just enough to hit it over. I think it's called a Chinese Ollie. Whenever you just like lift your weight, the board hitting the bump is what causes the lift. So when I'm doing fakie, I kind of just let that happen. I don't know if you guys could see on that last one, but my foot basically came off the board. My front foot basically just pulled it back in with my momentum. But we're gonna move on to the big bowl and do some frontside airs, and then we're gonna come back over here and do some front disasters. All right, so I'm not really sure how much you guys can see. My camera's across the park, but I'm warm with the Kickturns. Just pay attention to my shoulders. Now pay attention to the board. So kick turns, if you don't understand kick turns, you shouldn't even be in here, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people that are learning how to skate, they're still understanding the leaning, like how to get your trucks to lean which way you want. I definitely suggest loosening your trucks and getting used to that rather than skating with extremely tight trucks. But if you're a tight truck person, you probably do already understand the kick turn a little bit. Basically, you're just gonna put a little bit of weight on your back truck. You're gonna lean back, get that weight off your nose, and just tic-tac. So when you're coming up here, it's the same thing. The peak of your pendulum, the peak of your momentum up here, and then you're just gonna swing your shoulders in the same way I did up there with the rock and roll, but we're taking it a few steps back. You come up here, you swing your shoulders, you lift up on your nose, and you come back in. If you don't fully do the 180, you're gonna come in at an angle and it's gonna mess you up. I don't really know how to do the front side pivot. I should probably learn that. Oh, okay. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. Somebody's calling me. You're?
Yeah, fuck nigga.
No, I'm at Powder Springs.
Dude, I might have to run it.
Oh, landed like that. I was not fully ready for that. So we're gonna try to do one straight up. This is kind of all over the place. This is kind of like an intermediate tutorial type shit, but I want to touch on the basics. I've noticed I have to fully commit to popping around and like actually controlling my board during the front 180. Kind of keep your knees somewhat bent and wait for impact. I notice when I come back in and I just press my knees to where the board just meets it sooner, I kind of don't have the control because I'm too upright and I'm kind of like wobbly when I come back in. So we're gonna try this again, but more firm. Ah, there goes my board. The biggest thing about a frontside disaster is commitment. Fully commit to that front 180 and fully commit to putting that rock up there. Because if you hesitate, you're just gonna land awkward and it's just gonna be weird and you're not really gonna feel comfy coming back in. I don't like to bail because bailing is when you get hurt. I'd much rather fully commit, end up closer to landing the trick than further. I kind of like this whole back to the basics shit. Feels really good. All right, let me see if I can slide one. Oh, see, my foot missed, but I fully committed, so I was ready to just ride it out, bro. To slide one, all you're gonna do is come at a little bit more of an angle. It doesn't have to be a crazy angle unless you're really trying to shred for real. I'm not trying to shred for real. See, I fully committed, so I was ready to come out of that one safely back into the quarter. Holy hell, bruh. It's not gonna fucking happen on this one. This shit's too mellow. If you guys want a kickflip tutorial, leave that down in the comments, as well as like an Ollie tutorial. Let me know if you guys want like a legitimate one, but I'll definitely talk a little bit about one later. For you intermediate people trying to learn how to do a kickflip fakie, any sort of pop trick in a quarter, I definitely suggest doing it out of banks or even in banks back to fakie, because you'll understand that popping and flicking your tricks on an incline or a decline is very much different than flat. Like, you're gonna have to readjust how you pop, where you flick, where your weight is balanced and all of that. I'm kind of like still over my board, straight up and down kind of, but I'm also like sitting back to respect the quarter, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, man. Powder Springs government, if you guys are watching this, you guys kind of f***ed beginners with this build. Like, all of this park, you f***ed over beginners. You guys put that thing over there, that little one, that's kind of cool, but they have no run up for it, so they can't really learn much quarter stuff. For real, you feel me? This park is built mostly for like intermediate people to do like some cool stuff, and then professionals that should be skating in like street league to, you know, come here, have fun. Like, I don't even think those people are gonna come here often and stay often. The dimensions are just gnarly. As you can see, I can't even see the top of this in frame. That right there, if you can see that in frame, that's like the next smallest thing, and who's doing a trick on that unless they're kickflip fakie. I gotta do like a baby one, bro. I either gotta do a baby one or really pop the shit out this motherfucker. The answer is really pop the shit out this motherfucker. That right there is why I'm saying I need to respect the curve, because I keep coming in leaning too far into this thing, but leaning back is scary because if I fuck up, then I just go back, you feel me? This trick, bro. right, we're gonna try the frontside flip, even though like I'm fucking dog tired. I know this is gonna kick my ass, but it's worth the fucking shot, right? Okay. Don't know whether I want to straight up Muska flip it and come back in straight. You know, I don't know, I'm just gonna play with it, see what happens. Get me. When you're doing it in a quarter, you kind of have to like exaggerate your flick with the understanding that you are changing direction. You're gonna listen to me and you're gonna listen to me good. I'm gonna pop you and I'm going to flip you. And you're gonna turn with me, flip with me, you're gonna stay under me, and we're gonna roll away from this one right fucking here. I'm not a quitter, I'm not a quitter. I don't quit, but it's just kicking my ass. All right, right here. How I'm fucking tired. I'm literally seeing stars right now. I can't explain how bad I want this. My base plates are loose as we don't lost. Ah! Holy. I was so close earlier, like I caught some. I stuck some. Drop down a like right now, and that'll give me the power to do this. That'll help me do this. I don't know. I just need help, man. Let's just say 100 likes. I'll come back and do this. Drenched. We're gonna go test to see if the water works. I don't think it does. I see running water. I just talked all that shit. There's a spider right there. I need that so much. So right about here, I'm talking about Ollie's. I'm not sure what happened with my mic. I thought it was recording, but I guess maybe it wasn't plugged into my camera. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right here. Honestly, I have no idea. I was basically saying like a lot of people don't really go over the actual stuff that they're supposed to go over. They kind of just skip a few steps. Use your ankle mostly to push the board down. Get used to that motion of like adjusting to your back foot. You're not really gonna lean too far back. You're literally just going to bend your front knee, but keep most of your weight over that front leg, and then extend your ankle. Practice standing off your board and just doing that little ankle tweak. You're gonna get the understanding of what it takes to lift the front of the board up, and then you're gonna practice just a little hop, keeping your weight over your front foot. Little hop, little at a time. The forward hop is really what's going to level out the board. Focus on baby ollies, trying to stay on top of the board, but get it as little off the ground as possible, and mostly just focus on that ankle flick. And then over time, you could start jumping higher, focusing on the slide, and focusing on leveling out the board. It'll come with time, I promise. If your base plates are jiggling, it's literally just like a car alignment. It's gonna throw you off. Okay. So there's 3 sets of stairs at this park. Really 4, 5, 6 sets of stairs at this park. 3 flat 2. There's an identical one on that side. 4 flat 4. 8 stair over there. Identical one on that side as well. In the middle, you also have 3 flat 3 flat 4. What, a 10 stair? So I'm gonna hit this one right here, and then I'm gonna move up to the 8. Never really skated a 10. They kind of scare me just a little bit. Oh. Okay, it's not too bad. We're gonna switch to the 8. It's kind of tall though. It's kind of steep instead of long, so I don't have to worry about holding my ollie as long, more so just coming straight down. The 10 stair is kind of the same. I'm just popping from like right here. Okay, always gotta give an honorary roll up, hype myself up. You think I got this, bro? Kind of scared. Okay, it's not that horrible. I just gotta commit. It's a little bit better. Right here, bro. Holy, let's go. Little homie right here, hype me up. I gotta stop bailing like that, bro. I really wanna hit this. I just split my nose because I bailed. Let's fucking go, baby. This is kind of big. This is easily the biggest thing I've ever skated. It's not impossible. Standing up here is kind of intimidating though, I'm not gonna lie. It's only 2 extra stairs. All I can do is believe in God and commit. Guys, I might not do this. I'm gonna move on to 50s, bro. All right, I don't really got much to say about 50s other than like stay square and pop, commit. Oh! Oh! I kind of want to get into a 5-0, but I'm not gonna lie, they scare me. Oh! Oh! You straight? Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Oh! Yeah, that's my first time doing that. Oh, that's scary. Fully commit, bro. Yeah, if you got that one, you got this one for sure.
No, it's all in my head, man.
Nah, facts. Skating is like so much mental. All right, right here. Woo, that was about to be nice. Ooh, Lord protect me. Lord protect me. Oh, holy sh! Oh my God. Oh. Yes.
Damn, dude.
Yes, bro.
What's up?
Oh.
That was so clean.
That scared the hell out of me.
You were just like, commit.
Literally, just hold on, please, hold on. Thank you. Oh man, that felt so good. Bro. Oh, okay. Size 9, boy, thick.
Yeah, brother.
Catching tricks feels so much more comfy.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
What are you on?
Is it 8.5?
No, I used to skate at 8, but like I just slowly started going up and up.
Lighter trucks or what?
They're hollows, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hollows.
When you drop in, pretend like you're grabbing the front of your board.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Woo! Right.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah, I'm terrible at teaching people stuff. This little girl was like, "How do you Ollie?" And then I was like, "You know, YouTube is a great."
Believe it or not, Flower Boy cannot afford a bag of ice. That might be hard to hear, but it's true. Get this to 1,000 likes and maybe I can afford a bag of ice. We're just gonna pretend that there's water in here. Kind of nervous that my neighbors might be watching. I did not have like a set plan for the day when I got to the skate park. I was kind of winging it and I thought, you know what? I need to get back to the basics for myself. So a lot of the stuff that I was explaining to you guys, I was really explaining to myself, and I try to go a little bit more in depth on some more beginner stuff because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that don't really understand the basics. They try to immediately go for the best kickflip. Bro hit a full-on U-turn. Trying tray flip, trying whatever, trying to jump down a fat set of stairs, and they're literally skipping the basics. They literally do not have the fundamentals down. I'm like, bro, like sometimes you gotta go back to the basics, get them really clean and consistent, and then move up and build on that. That will increase your style, comfortability, not gonna land awkwardly and look like you're about to fall every time. You're not gonna end up on bus up. I mean, I ended up on bus up.
Boss up! Boss up! Let's fucking go, bro!
I had to retouch up some stuff, and then hopefully I can build on those things and get better. Is this window down? I feel mad awkward, bro. It's swinging around.
How you cool? That's cool.
Just taking a little ice bath. It's awkward as hell. I'm not gonna lie, for a YouTuber, I do not really like attention like that. God, they're blowing off my train of thought right now. Oh, I scratched off my Stratosphere sticker. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of fun tapping back into my basics. I had a better warm up, so when I got into the other tricks, they just felt like that. Versus on a regular basis, I'll just go to the skate park, try my regular tricks, and within like 5 to 10 minutes, I'm trying the hardest trick that I know how to do. I don't know why that's a thing that a lot of skaters do. We might even struggle to get that harder trick because we just went straight into it without even really getting our bodies accustomed to like what's about to go down. It wears down on our body. I don't think that's the best way to skate. I'm not gonna lie. It was just a habit. Hey, there's a lizard over there. That's a good omen. I've been seeing butterflies. Oh, there's a wasp. Oh, there's a wasp. He's about to get his shit rocked, bruh. I used to work at a car wash job, and Wass would pull up on me all the time. You let them get close, and you just swat them real quick. Or if you're just feeling ballsy enough, grab them. Oh, fuck. Just grab them real quick, and they can't really do Sorry for my language. I'm sure kids watch my channel. My neighbor moved not too long ago across the street. He was like, what's your YouTube channel? I'll get my kids to watch. I cuss a lot, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix it. It's kind of hot out here. This is starting to hurt my back. Get this to 1,000 likes, and maybe I can afford a bag of ice. I'm a skateboarder. I don't make much money. I don't really know what else to say. I'm gonna get out before my neighbors think I'm weird. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Continue to flow. Respect your dreams through and through. Waking up early, going to sleep late, saving up your funds from your job and putting it towards your passion, whether that's music, whether that's YouTube, filmmaking, skateboarding, basketball, football, track, golf, table tennis. Put in the extra time, the extra hustle. Don't give up. Promise if you don't give up, you'll never fail. Also, don't forget to stretch. That shit's like mad important.